In order to look good, kick ass, and take names in Space Marine 2, it's important to dive into the game's customization system. You will have access to the customization system and start unlocking cosmetics as early as after you finish the campaign mission called Skyfire. You can get the McCragg's Chosen DLC regardless of the version of the game you purchased. It contains an outfit and skins for chainsword and bolt rifle, depending upon which class you equip. I'll show you what I mean when you get into the system. If you have the Gold and Ultra Edition, you will also have the Season Pass, which gives you a couple of free items such as armor, weapons, and cosmetics for your favorite chapters. Speaking of chapters, there are many of them in Space Marine 2. Currently in Season 1, we have the Astartes chapters available. And according to my research, there are 37 of them. You can count them in-game if you so choose. Chapters are like battalions of soldiers, each with their own unique colors, emblems, etc., etc. So there will be more coming in the game based on the roadmap, so you can take a look at that if you want. So to give you an idea of what the customization entails in Space Marine 2, we need to go into the system via the operations mode. My name is Wes, and let's talk about how to look good while kicking ass and taking names in Space Marine 2. Now, bear in mind the Ultramarines cosmetic pack only allows you to unlock the items. It's not automatic. You basically have to do some grinding. Alright guys, once you move from the campaign to the operation mode, you're gonna be landed in here. So we're gonna go to the Armouring Hall. So once you interact with the Armouring Hall, now you can see you can select the classes. Like what I was talking about before, only certain class will benefit from the certain skins. For instance, the one that we talked about before, if we take the tactical for instance, the bolt rifle is the one that you can use for the skin. Like you can see you have the option to put the skin on the bolt rifle. And you also have the option to use the chainsword if you go to DLC, and then you can see that the chainsword, you have the option to put the same skin that you were using while you were in the campaign. On the contrary, if we go to the bulwark, you can see that they don't have a primary weapon, so you won't be able to use that skin for the bolt rifle because they don't have a bolt rifle. So that was what I was talking about. Now for customization, I'm going to use the bulwark as my example because this is the one that I use my requisition on. Now, requisition is basically the main currency of the game. You're going to use it for a lot of things, especially customization. So you can see I got 98 over there. I started with 300 something, but I am broke now because I use it on my bulwark. Now, if we go into edit armor right here, and you're going to see armor sets, and you can see some of them that you can unlock by completing missions, etc., etc. So those sets are what you can unlock after you do a lot of missions in the game or play PvP, etc., etc. And you can just put them on your custom armor and they're going to become your thing. Now, when it comes to chapters, if we go and tab over to Astartes chapters, you can see that you have a lot more options. And you can also see that you need to unlock a lot of them. Like some of the free stuff that you get for pre-ordering, buying the DLC, those are some of the things that you can see here that you can unlock. Now, if you go down here to DLC, you can see a lot of these things are locked. So you have to unlock them. So you have to use requisition to actually unlock these things. Like for the one that I unlock, I put in my custom armor right here. So if you click on it, you can see it says edit heraldry rules. So you can click on it and then it'll take you to the screen right here where you can change the colors and do everything else. But before you are able to do that, you have to unlock the set. So if we go back, we go to heraldry, and this is the one that I unlock. As you can see, it's got for 5 little square underneath it, you have to pay for each. Like if I click on this right here, so you got this, 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 and this. Each will cost you money. Some will go as high as 90 for this one that I had to pay for. And that's how you have to use your requisition if you want to unlock these things. So now that I show you how you unlock them by just keep buying this stuff, and then now you can go back and then just go and start doing customization. Like if I go back, if you go right here, and you can see for the patterns, you can change the pattern if you want to. Every time you click on something, it'll show you on the right side what it's going to look like. But as you can see right here, for this one, if I wanted this, I have to actually go and unlock this. I have to pay for the things. It's going to show you everything that you have to pay for. And then if you can scroll all the way back, you can just add minor details into your character by just going down and just change the color or change the emblems or whatever you decide that you want to do. So this is where you're going to come and customize your character to make it look good the way you want, and you go out there and start kicking ass and taking names. Again, like I previously mentioned, there are a lot of chapters, and the Astartes chapters have a lot of options that you can choose from to actually go and unlock all these things by using your requisition. So it's up to you what you want to do with your requisition currency, because you're also going to need requisition to actually unlock your perk trees and everything else. So if you decide that you want to use them in customization, then that's going to be up to you. Now, talking about customization for weapons and perk tree and whatnot, as you can see right here, now some of the skins that you have on weapons, the weapon has to be at a certain state. Like when you upgrade the weapons to, like, for instance, Masters, Artificer, and stuff like that, and Relic, different skins are going to be unlocked. So it is going to be dependent on where you at in the game and how much progress you make. Like if you click on DLC, this is the one that we had for free for the bolt rifle, but a different weapon is going to be a different story. So you can see there's a lot of other things that you can unlock for those. So it's going to be based on how far you are on the progress meter with your weapon that you are using. The final thing I'm going to talk about is going to be on the heavy. Now, the Ultramarines pack that you have, you can only use it for the heavy. So if you go to the heavy right here, you can see this one is part of the Ultramarines champion pack, and you can only have it for this character, the heavy. If you're going to use the heavy, then you'll be able to use that option. But for other characters, based on the roadmap, you can see that they're going to have different options. Maybe it appears that every season they're going to give something free for a character. So this season was the heavy. So that's why you get this thing right here. If you use the heavy, then you'll be able to use this one right here. In any case, guys, that's all we needed to talk about. Hopefully this is helpful to you. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.